And and then what we can do is work with one person at a time, and we'll go deep into whatever that is for you, what you really, really want. And we're going to figure out where the kink is, where the stuff is that's in the way, and then go do that process that we do. Under the surface, I do the matrix energetics, I do all my healing work that I know, but a lot of times, more and more these days, I keep silent, because it's like people can sometimes get the idea that, oh, it's because Ralph saw this really cool thing, or I had this really cool epiphany. And sometimes that information is really useful. And so if I hear something and to say something, they're like, oh yeah, tell them this, I will. But it's also useful to not, to get out of our heads and labels, even the really cool labels of what this really means and what it's about. It's kind of cool to get out of that and just do a very, very, very simple process that's in line with my faith from the beginning. You know, I was, for some reason, as a little kid, I was always reading the New Testament, because like, who is this Jesus guy? And I remember I was so like, oh my God, why didn't somebody tell me if I never sinned, I could go to heaven? I was like, if they would have just told me that, I would have been like golden, man. I would have just made it no sins ever. But there I was treating my sister really badly, and then reading the Bible at night, and like, who is this Jesus guy? And how does he heal stuff up? And so I hang my stuff on a lot of the words that he used, because they're really amazing promises. You know, a lot of Christians are like, well, you can't do that, Ralph. That's against God. And it's like, well, actually, Jesus said you're going to do works greater than what he did, because he's going to be with our Father. That's what he said. And he healed blind people. So it's like, you know, he raised Lazarus from the dead. So I'll go with that, if that's okay, or not with you. So anyway, so I was doing, I forgot who else I was talking to, somebody else that was all in, oh, one of my clients, last client of the day today. From a little early age, he was way into some of the personal development stuff. And I was, I got into that way later, but I got into this Jesus thing. Like, how do you heal people like that? So for some reason, that's part of my thing, but there's a bigger picture of what I feel my main aim is. And so I've been playing with it and getting some really cool, unmistakable miracles. And so let's go see what unmistakable miracles are for you guys. Let's go ahead and open it up. And who wants to go first? Ha, ha, ha. And it's so good to see everybody here. I got some of my, you guys are all my favorite people, but I got some of my favorite people here. Okay. And I think maybe Matthew should go first, just because it's like, good Lord, I don't even know what time it is over there. So do you want to go live, Matthew, or how do you feel?
Yeah, of course. I'm happy with that.
What time is it over there?
1:45 in the morning. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, and you can share whatever you want to share. This will just be in our group. Don't share anything that you really don't want to make public. It's still there. You know, it's like in your heart is the most important thing. But when you think of like your main aim in life, like Napoleon Hill says, or what you really here to do, or what you would tell somebody on your last few moments of life, like what's important to you? What would you like to what would you like?
Well, main aim, it's on balance with affecting as much change as possible with regard to empowering people, like connecting them with that infinite power that they are, and assisting them on the journey back, I guess, from physical back up to spirit. You know, if it is their path, then to get it right this time, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got a matrix energetics 2 point from spirit to here and now. So go inside your body, and for the moment, just let go of thoughts and figuring it out. And in this moment, what are you noticing in your body?
Pressure, chest pressure, near the heart, lower right.
Great. So now just stay there. Keep your full attention there. Be still and just notice that. Stay very alert. That's it. And yeah, you know this. You are so powerful. Your access to this is so powerful. Your presence heals. So just go right into the feeling and just notice the feeling. And everybody, just notice whatever you're noticing. And just stay out of labels. If like the eyes water up, it's like, just notice it. You don't need to put a label on it. And you can put a label on it, but then just get right back to just feeling it. And notice the most intense part. And notice the most intense part of that most intense part. And that most intense part, tune in even deeper. And if you like, if it keeps your focus better, you can put a finger right on it or point to it if it's in the back of your body. And like a little laser beam, a little light beam from your finger, touch the most intense part. That's right. And just notice it. And then notice the most intense part of that, kind of like a little magnifying. You go from 10x to 100x and go in farther. Go in more. Go farther in there. And in that most intense part, see if there's a little entry place to like kind of search around that spot and see if there's a way to get into the middle of that. Maybe it spirals into it. And then touch that. Kind of like the eye of the hurricane thing. And then notice the next layer of like the most intense part, the part you notice, and then spiral into that. That's right. And you know, you can notice what you hear, notice what you see if your eyes are open or closed, and notice what you feel, and notice the most intense part. Yeah, that's it. And in the most intense part, notice what's happening there right now. Is there something happening there?
Something felt like it unfurled.
Yeah.
Just a layer peeled back.
Yeah. And so then just examine that area, just kind of notice it, keep very alert. Jesus said something about keep your lamp on all the time. And by that, it was like stay very alert all the time, because you never know when the groom is coming. The idea is like when enlightenment or awakening or Christ or whatever you want to call that, you never know. So stay very alert. And what you stay alert to is what's happening right now. Without the labels, without the thoughts, without calling it fear or anxiety or relating it to something when you were a little kid. You know, all that stuff can show up, but then just come right back to, okay, yeah, but what is happening right now? You had no words. What is that? That's right. That's right. What is happening right now?
It's, I'm getting a little bit of a bouncing effect from my heart lung kind of region that's going down upper belly, like the top of the belly as well.
Great
Yeah.
awareness, really good awareness. Yeah. When it's moving out. And if it's not moving, you just tune in deeper because somewhere in there it's moving. And so it's moving. Just notice it, stay very alert because it could be here, it could be there. It could move a little bit, it could move quite a bit. It could go away and then come back. Just keep a very alert attention on it. Yeah, that's it. We're not trying to meditate. We're not trying to calm down. We're just noticing very directly the feeling. That's it. That's it. Like I'm guiding us, kind of like we're in a maze that's somewhat dark, and I'm just asking you, where is the next, where is it? And you're like, oh, it's right here. Oh, go there. That's right. That's right. What's happening right now?
Oh, it faded out, but now it's again a bit more like a pressure in the chest.
Pressure in the chest, okay? And so just go notice it. Yeah, just notice it. Notice the space around it. Notice deep inside of it. Kind of like you had a little telescope, flexible telescope with an eye on it, and you could just put it right into the most intense part of the most intense part, and then kind of not quite like an eye, more like something that could feel it, and then just go feel that. Just notice it. That's right. What's happening right now?
Yeah, dancing around again. Heart space, lungs.
Great, man.
Bit of constriction there in the, yeah, as I breathe, the kind of upper or lower esophagus, I guess. So.
Okay, drop a little line from the top down into that, and then activate or just emit love from the tip of that little line into that area, just like a little thin filament, and then emit love. Just love, love, pour love into that spot from the inside. Love, 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 love. Yeah, just right into the epicenter of that, and then turn on love, 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 love. I'm going to put the matrix energetics frequency 16 in there. Boldly go where no man or woman has gone before. Love, absolute love. Dolphin energy. What's happening now?
It feels like it's opening up in a bit of a spiral, softly.
Okay. I'm going to put a lotus flower right there in your chest. And then is it okay if I take that little spot and put it right into the middle of that lotus flower?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to just take it and just help me bring it over here, and we're going to plop it right into this lotus flower. Open heart, open heart, open heart. Kai Shin, Kai Shin, Kai Shin, Kai Shin, Kai Shin, Kai Shin. Going to connect it up to all the wisdom healing Qigong people, all the Jining Qigong people. Pang Ming, Ming Tong, Lin Ling. Activate. And then we're going to have all those Qigong masters, ancient and current Qigong masters. You're in the middle of a healing spiral, and they're all opening and closing their hands, and you're just soaking it up. And they're all chanting Hao La. And they're smiling, smiling, smiling to your heart. Hao La. All is well, so be it. Hao La. Hao. We're going to do it well into the night. Home, home, home. Love, 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 home. All your heart's desires. All your desires manifest instantly and easily. Wan Yan Ling Tong. Xin Xiang Xu Chen. Head touches sky. Feet stand on earth. Body relaxes. Mind expands to infinity space. Be respectful externally and quiet internally. Heart is clear and appearance is reverent. Let go of all distracting thoughts. Feel your body inwardly. The entire body is harmonized with Qi, life force energy. Everything Matthew wants. What's happening in your body right now?
Yes, a bit of pressure and movement. There's a little slight pulsating in the back, left mid back.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to do, I think because we can, it's just so fun. And I just want to do it. You know, my standard move, one of my standard moves. Here we go. That's how Mark Dunn learned matrix energetics. He couldn't get it for 3 years. And then Richard Bartlett just pounded him in the chest with a karate kick. And then he could do it. So let's see what happens. Okay, so stay in it. Stay in it. I'm going to check in with you in a little bit. Good work, man. Holy emollients. They call it, that's holy emollients. Okay, so who would like to go next? Nothing to worry about. No fears. Anybody want to play Matrix, play Instant Miracle? I see Mo there. Oh, Mo's got a nice cross there. Andy. I wonder what the perfect song would be from Andy. Yeah, it's so funny. I tell the story is like, no, I don't need to tell the story. Let's see. I'm gonna go to Leslie and just take
I will if no one else wants to.
Yeah, for some reason I have Paul in the mix. It's like he's got such a great idea what he wants. So
Hey, Paul, smile, you're on camera.
Okay. Let's just can I mention a number?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that $100 million thing.
Oh, wow. That's a huge project.
Why not?
Why not? Okay, I'm going to do it too.
Yeah. And let's put that into this.
Mm.
This is like it feels like a big oh, let's play. Leslie and I are gonna play. Okay, we're gonna play. It's Hotel del Coronado.
Oh, wow. Yes, let's.
Let's play. Let's play. Time to play. Okay.
Oh, good old
Okay.
Richard.
Yeah, we're gonna turn on the Doors with that song that starts with the thunder and the rain. Riders on the Storm. Yeah, let's bring Riders on the Storm in here.
Yeah, and bring in Justice and what's his son's name?
Justice, Nate,
Nate.
Melissa, Reggie, Karen. What was that guy's name? Ooh, William.
Oh, the guy that sat in the front all the time, the old man.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, he was funny. And then we're gonna bring in a guy named Ben that took all the pictures. And Ben was cool. I remember I was doing matrix energetics in the group, and I was working on somebody trying to get it right, you know. And Ben came over and just stood next to me, and all of a sudden it went to such sacred space, and I'm like, "Are you doing something?" But he was just smiling. So let's put everybody right now in that wonderful matrix energetic space. Leslie and I will do this for us right now on 3, 2, 1. The week before I took my first matrix energetics class, Kim Burnham, who used to tell me, just take a matrix because it's mind-blowing fun. And I was seeing so many more miracles beyond what I was even doing in our clinic. She would work 2 weeks every 3 months and in our clinic. And then we were taking matrix the next weekend. And I said, when do I get to do what you do? And she smiled at me and she says, you already do, Ralph, you just don't know it. And then I was like, I took the class and it was like, oh my God, it's easier than I ever imagined. So let's just put everybody in that state. Yeah, and you know, Christian Michelson, people in the Instant Miracle class, they have so many questions the first couple of days, like, yeah, but how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it? And he's like, I don't know how you do it. Just keep hanging out. You'll get it. So it's kind of like that. So we're just going to let you soak in it right now. Matrix Energetics Seminar State. Yeah, and just,
I'll get up and start dancing.
I know, frequency 18, 19, and we'll bring in the dolphins because it's just fun. We'll bring in the dolphins from Coronado Bay, from Torrey Pines, from English Bay. We'll bring in all the dolphins. Okay, now we're going to take everybody's heart's desires and let's just bring them all down into that space. Everything you want. And Leslie and I will do a Matrix Energetics 2.13 and Sherry, 3, 2, 1, and Lisa.
And Mira. Oh, she's not.
And Mira. Yeah, Mira. Oh yeah, Mira's got a very important meeting right now and we're in the space with her. So
oh, right.
Yeah. Okay, so
Right.
you guys, you don't even realize what you're here with. So we've got Leslie, probably the same number of classes as me, 30 something classes in Matrix Energetics, and we have Mira and Sherry and Lisa, and we just kept showing up for these Matrix Energetics classes, not because we needed to learn anything new. They didn't tell you what to do, just that we wanted to soak in it with 500 people at a time. So we're going to connect us up to that field.
Yeah, those classes felt like they spoke to my soul. They,
Yeah.
you know, your mind not get it. Your mind might not get it, but
But
with all the stuff,
Yeah.
you know, all the
Okay.
physics and stuff. But
Yeah.
man, the soul.
Let's go. So
Okay, there's something
level 1,
stuck.
2, 3.
I'm using peace process or life force. I'm sitting with this thing. It's stuck. Whatever this is.
Yeah. So, and everybody, let's do this together. So go in and if all this is mumbo jumbo or what is going on, or if you kind of like relating it to something, let's all let go of any kind of labels. And now let's all go in and feel what we're feeling in our body and just notice the most intense part. And let's just stay laser focused on the most intense part while this all plays out. Oh my goodness. Yeah. My friend Danielle Emhoff, a physical therapist in San Diego, used to work with me, took the matrix classes with me, all the IMT stuff. And at one point she said, Ralph, we have no idea why people come see us. You know, they think they're coming for their shoulder or their neck or for this or that. And it's like, but we saw these miracles that were like, that changed? How did that change? You know, it's like, your husband doesn't yell at you anymore. We didn't even see your husband. It's like stuff like that. So even beyond that. So let's all just let go of any kind of beliefs just for a moment. If we could let go of all of our beliefs, just for the next few moments, let's say the next 35 seconds. No beliefs. Just for a bit. You can pick them back up in later. And then let's go into our bodies and do the simplest thing you'll ever do. Just drop into that space. And then go to the feeling of something that just brings you great joy. Go feel it now. Okay, and we're going to take Leslie and Paul and what they want, which is really cool, by the way. And then we're going to connect it up with everybody. Just what do you want? What do you want? What do you really want? And now let's all just let go of the thought. And let's do peace process now. Let's just let go of everything and just go notice the feeling in your body right now. And we'll all just stay very laser focused on the feeling. Leslie does magic in the background, you know, but for right now, for all of us, let's keep our attention right in our body and just feel the most intense part. Yeah, that. And the reason we do that, it's such a pure process because you know how it is, like with the Wi-Fi, you know, I can hear the same movie, I can see the same information here as somebody in China, as somebody in the Netherlands, as somebody in Australia. It's all right there in the air. And it's like, but is it really there in the air? It's like, it's kind of like holographically there in the air, but you can pick it up if you have the right device. And this information of past, present, future, all possibilities, the infinite, it's, you know, Jesus said the Holy Spirit resides within you. The quantum physics people say there's infinite power inside an atom, every single atom. Yeah, so when we feel whatever we feel in our body, that feeling that's the most intense part, we're going to just go notice it. The Qigong people say where your mind goes, energy flows. So just go put your full attention on that spot because it's got everything in that one spot. It's showing you right where it is. That's it. It's got the past, the future, all possibilities. It's got what's in the way. It's got the solution. It's got the space. It's got spirit. And your attention on it is consciousness, is life force energy. It's that infinite noticing it. So what's cool is all you got to do. I mean, there's stuff to do in the world, but this process is like, just go spend some of your time noticing the most intense part of the most intense part. That's it. And just make that part of your practice. Like you're going to talk to people, you're going to debate people, you're going to work on stuff, you're going to be offended, you're going to get offended, somebody else will offend you, you'll offend somebody else. It's like stuff is going to happen. And throughout the day, you're going to keep some of your attention in your body and notice the most intense part of the most intense part in real time, while somebody's flipping you off on the highway, while you're getting that weird email, while you're landing the big deal. That's it. That's it. You guys got this. Let's go even deeper. Go even deeper. Notice the most intense part. Notice the most intense part of the most intense part. That's right. Leslie, what are you noticing right now?
It's hard to even come back.
It's okay if it's hard to put words on it. You're trying to check in.
Just kind of a acceptance of what is and just being with it, but at the same time noticing it changing. So sitting in the willingness to have it change because I don't know how. There's so much tension in my body in different places. That's
Great job.
So I'm just sitting with it and noticing it and like trying to not resist it. And
You're doing great. Yeah, I thought it was good to talk with you and ask what you were noticing. That's the process, huh? Like you're just noticing it, accepting it, noticing it, accepting it. There's some that doesn't feel so good. There's some willingness to just accept it. And you're just keeping your focus on the feeling. Good job. I want to check in with somebody else while we do this. Who else has something they're working on that they would want help with, or something that's like, how do I get this? Or I think my aim is this. This is what my main aim is. How do I do this? Or something's in the way, or I can't believe this is going on in my life right now. Anybody want any help? I mean, one-on-one help. Okay, that's all right.
so Ralph, before I kind of went into this,
Yeah.
I felt something for the group that was super, super, super stuck, and that released. And then I noticed for myself that this thing keeps coming of being able to manifest or create from a level that feels like a meta level. I don't know how to describe it, and I don't know it yet. It's not manifesting from that I want, or trying to make the universe give me what I want from that ego place, but there's some capacity to create. And kind of like, I remember when someone told me a long time ago when I was about creating my practice, and she said, you can do it, just go do it. But I really didn't know how. And, it's been 8 years since, and all these different life events happening. But there's something, so I'm just trying to, whatever it takes for me to get to that level. Like I'm not quite there yet, but I can.
Okay, I really resonate with this. This is like, the creating from the meta level, like God just said, let there be light, that kind of like.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, let's play with that. So
yeah, it's like, I can even see it for working with clients. Like there's a way to go in and see things and arrange them, but I don't know how to do it yet.
Well, you do. Like you've seen miracles in health and money and life, and people doing so much better after they see you. It's just that I get it though. Like, yeah, but this person wants this particular thing, and or like that.
And how that comes from
these 10 people did it, and we had some big results, but these 2 didn't, and it's like, yeah. So it's, I know what you mean. Like I was listening to a coach. And I've realized why I follow this guy a bit, but I was thinking of signing up with him, and I even said, okay, yeah, I'll do it. And then Jen always lets me do whatever I want to do, and I went down there, and she goes, no. I said, okay. And so I went back and talked to him, and then he convinced me again. He was very good, and I went back down, and Jen said no, and she goes, he's just a salesman, but he's like he just has good words, but he does get good results with some people for sure. But recently I listened to one of his podcasts. He said, this is my last podcast ever. And so I was like, I'm gonna listen to what he's up to. Like, what's up? And it's like, well, he is going through some big stuff, and he's trying to figure life out. And he can do a lot of stuff to help a lot of people make a lot of money, but he's only helping himself somewhat. on what people would, if you probably saw his money, his bank account, you'd think, well, he's doing really pretty good, you know. But I guess for him, it's not at the level of the people that he's helping, and he realized some stuff, you know, not congruent, and he's going deep, and I was like, oh, I think this is what Jen was tracking, that yeah, he's really good, but he's still, you know, it's like, nah, he's not quite the right fit for me, and so but he's doing great. He's a great guy, and so you have big successes. I know some of your successes, and it's like, but then there's this, like, how do you do it for this or that, or so I'm gonna just meta way of creating. Let's go to that. In fact, let's go. You and I are matrix people.
Yeah. There's a me that already knows how to do it.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm going to find that.
Okay, awesome. Okay, me too. The me that already knows how to do this. It's already done. All right. Leslie and I'll play with this for a while, for you guys, for us. Even that I don't have to tell you. You know, I was working with a client yesterday, and her wrist had been broken, and it was like tight, and we were just talking, and then about 15 minutes into it, I was like thinking we should start our session, and then she's like, oh my God, my hand is like moving so much better now. And it's kind of like that. You're kind of soaking in it. Oh, I got my DONE done window.
Yeah, I got a sense of, I am already doing it. Like you said, I am already doing it, but there's you could call it the little kid part of me, or the part that's saying, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I got the same exact message. Yeah, what my visual was this big drop of water above the ocean. And then what I thought I was going to do something like, I wonder what's going to happen to it. And all it did was it just moved over just a hair and just a hair. And then it was like, that's done. And so, let's see what happens with people. This will be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Who wants to go?
Thanks.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Who wants to go next? Anybody else want to play with us? And Matrix and Instant Miracle with us, and all the other words of whatever this stuff is. Let's see, Lisa, no worries, Lisa, the wizard always arrives on time. Oh, Andy. Okay, so Andy's in the flow. If you need any support, let me know. Our resident musician, rock star. Wouldn't that be fun?
Hi, Ralph.
Hey, Andy.
Are you okay?
Hi, man. Do you want anything to say? Anything to like play with? Anything to how's it going? How's the music?
Yeah, good. Yeah, can do. I spoke to Leslie yesterday, so I didn't really want to hog the time. You know, if anybody else wants to go.
No, do it, man. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, feeling good. Creating a lot of music. Creativity's going well. Everything's going great. But I'm having a few issues with people, friends and things. Just basically a lot of selfishness and dealing with people who, you know, aren't necessarily on my level, or, you know, so what's the word I'm looking for, in alignment with me. It's getting to the point where I'm having to make some very difficult decisions about who I'm going to be around and who I'm not going to be around, and it's causing me a little bit of angst.
Okay, great job noticing. It might already be on the surface enough to like go look at. So now that you've talked about it, what's happening in your body?
Yeah, I feel it in me heart.
Okay, just go right there, and we're with you. So just put your full attention in your heart area. And now just let go of thoughts. There'll be plenty of time to figure out what to do or what's the next step. For right now, just go feel the feeling. And notice the most intense part. And notice the most intense part of the most intense part. Just send it acceptance. It's whatever that is there. It may go quickly, it may stay around for a while, it might change. Just accept that whatever is there is there.
Yeah, I've been trying to send it love and acceptance all day. And walking in the woods and just feeling it all day basically, but it keeps coming back.
Yeah, I feel it. So yeah, just stay with it. We don't know how long it's going to be there, but let's just go feel it. So just go feel it. Everybody go feel whatever you're feeling. Whatever issue you're dealing with, just let go of the thoughts for a bit, go in the body, and then put your finger on the most intense part and just notice it. That's right. That's right. Notice the most intense part of the most intense part. Tune in even deeper. That's right. That's right. What's happening right now?
It's sort of making me heart, this sounds crazy, but my heart feels like it's making a groaning sound, but I can feel it rather than hear it.
Great awareness. Yeah, just go right into that. The epicenter of that. That's right. That's right. You're doing great. Tune in even deeper. See if there's a way to get in there. Like, is there an edge to it or some sort of like, you can just like go right into it, just like, yeah. And in that most intense part, notice what's happening there right now. Just notice it. Notice any movement and follow the movement, even if it's just a few millimeters. Just a few millimeters can make a big difference. That's right. I'm going to turn a dial and for us to have even more access to this. So here goes. There we go. Tune in even deeper. Stay very alert. Stay out of your thoughts, stay in your body. I'm going to tune the dial a little more, give us more access. Tune in even more. Yeah. If we were able to create from a meta level, what might we notice? I'm going to tune in a little more. Let's go a little deeper, tune in even deeper. That's right. Just open the little links between the cells or between the atoms. And then let's in a little bit there. Yeah, and we're going to unlock it a little bit more. And we're going to tune in even deeper. And then that part, I'm going to tune it, open it that. So just creating a little more space between the atoms. And we're going to tune it a little bit more. It's like one of those little amplifier dials that's like, you're just going to get it just right. Oh, very cool. Okay, I'm going to go to different input buttons and see which one is the meta input button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's get another set of buttons. Tune in even deeper. And let me just slide this right to the right spot. And tune in even deeper. Let's open up the little links between the atoms. There we go. And tune in even deeper. Touch that. Going to put a little dot of that meta, creating from a meta level. Right there. Okay, notice the spot, and then notice the space in that area. Like there's like you've got this whole area opened up, and there's parts that might be a little denser, a little more noticeable, and then there's, you tune in even deeper to that. Open that up, and then notice the space in there. Yeah, we'll put frequency 16 in the space. What's happening in your body right now?
It's interesting when you said notice the space. I began to feel a lot better. It's almost like I've been, like earlier on, I felt like I was banging on the wall or banging on like a box, and I couldn't get into it, and I couldn't find a way in. But I think I was focusing on getting in too much rather than just allowing the space and noticing the space around it.
Yeah, I love this. Yeah, go into that space again. Like when, oh, I'm going to turn this dial, because it's not even like we're opening it up. It's more like we're just becoming aware that it's all space. So let me just move this a bit till we get this. Yeah, let's. Yeah, there's like, it's like it looks physical until we move it like this. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the space.
It's all space. Holy cow. Okay, so let's just go in there. Go tune in even deeper. And then that part that looks a little dense, let's just look at that. And that's it. I'm going to adjust this dial so that we can see what's actually the, yeah, it's all space. Let's go into that. And I'm going to adjust it a little more. Let's just see what happens. There we go. Awesome. Meta level. Yeah, let's tune into whatever that is, whatever you're noticing, whatever we're all noticing. And I'm going to turn the dial because it's like, even for our brains, our linear brains, it's like, oh yeah, if you actually keep looking with more and more magnification, it's like there's really just a bunch of space in here. But those are just words and ideas and concepts. But let's go turn this dial and then tune in even deeper. Yeah, there we go. Notice what you notice. Notice the most intense part and adjust it a bit more. Tune in even deeper. Okay, you know how like if you're in one of those dressing rooms and it's got mirrors on the front, mirrors on the side, and if you look just so you can see like an infinite number of you all the way going out to infinity. I'm going to go find the one that we want to play with. There's one, but I get a sense we go by that one. This one. Now, what do I do? What might I do? Oh, interesting. We're going to invert this and put it back in your occipital lobe. And then we're going to bring it down right to your brainstem, right there. Let me just adjust this. And I'm going to take this little piece that's right next to it. I feel like I'm going to take it out. We'll see what we do. See. Okay, awesome. Meta level of creation. Activate. Meta level creation. MLC. What's happening in your body right now?
When you put that thing on my occipital lobe, I felt a rush of energy go through into my brain, and then it sort of shot towards the front of my skull, like the prefrontal cortex, and that all felt like it lit up, and then it went back down into my heart. So it felt like you'd sort of released a kink or opened a valve, and everything just sort of flooded up and then back down.
Awesome. Let's just see. Anything, there's more to do. This is done. Leslie. What do you see, Leslie, or what's your thoughts or anything showing up? Or not, it's okay. This feels really good. Okay, good job, Andy. Really good. Yeah.
Sorry, I was muted. So when you were looking for Andy, which one to choose out of all of those reflections of himself, I just felt a tremendous amount of joy. And I've just been following in my own body the unwinding, and there's just so much more space, like he was talking about, and comfort, and just acceptance, maybe, just like in a calm, very accepting place. And whatever was stuck for the group just seemed to release.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. I was, that was a great way to let us know. Anybody else want some one-on-one time, or let's do, I'm gonna go over all these. We got iPhone, we got a phone number, we got Sherry, Camelia, Andy, Lisa, Mo, Tessa, Leslie, Ralph, Matthew. And here goes. Let go, Ralph. Yeah, I don't think I even have to, there's nothing else I got to do. It's like anything else I'm doing is just like not needed, not needed. Okay, all right. So let me know how it goes, you guys. This feels like we're going to see some really cool stuff. So let me know what you notice. This was cool.
You know, can I say one thing before we go?
Yeah.
Matthew, I don't know if you've ever heard of Ken Graydon, but he lives in Australia somewhere. He's a healer, does all kinds of amazing things. I met him in, I think in Nevada. He came to do a class, and he went to some matrix stuff too. Anyway, he's a pretty cool guy if you ever happen to meet him. Ken Graydon. Ken Graydon.
How do I spell Graydon?
I think it's G, I put it in the notes. I think it's Grayden.
Oh, phonetically.
Yeah, Grayden. I think so.
I'll check him out. Thanks,
Yeah,
Leslie. I appreciate it.
yeah, he's doing all kinds of cool things.
Awesome.
And so is Leslie.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right, you guys. So see you all. Tomorrow is Katie at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And good work. You guys were amazing.
Katie's at 7 a.m. Pacific
time. Oh, that's right. Sorry. Thank you. Oh my God. Yeah, Katie is at 7 a.m. Pacific time, really early. So 7 a.m. Pacific time. 7 a.m. Pacific time. So sleep if you need to sleep, and replay. I'm going to put the 2 replays for me and Leslie in there today, and we'll see you next time.
Just a second. I want to ask, did you mean Greg Braden or Craig Graydon?
Ken, K-E-N.
Ken?
I wrote it up here. I wrote
Okay.
it. You guys can't see it. I'll write it again. Hold on just a second. I think that's how you spell it.
I'll copy it and look for him.
You might have met him. He was at some
matrix-y things.
He was at some matrix stuff, and
it looks like it's D-O-N.
D-O-N.
G-R-A-D-O-N. Yeah, he wrote a book, Healing the Handbook.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's got a book called Matrix Musings and Miracles. Matrix Musings and Miracles. Ken Graydon. Coolness. Healing stories. Okay, you guys. See you soon. Good work. This was big.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, you guys.
Ciao.
Ciao.